In this last segment of my conversation with Bruce, very enlightening, we now talk about quantum physics, spirit, and the interconnection of everybody and everything. You talk about quantum physics,
Yes.
and you also talk about spirit.
Yes.
Can you bring those two into
Very quickly.
Response?
Yeah. We live in an illusion. It's interesting. Albert Einstein quote was, reality is merely an illusion, albeit a persistent one. I say, what's the illusion? The illusion is that there are physical things and non-physical things. And that says, oh, well, then physical things are made out of physical atoms. And this is where quantum physics came in, because in the Newton world, they separated the universe into matter and energy, two different realms that don't interact really. And I said, well, what did quantum physics find out? Well, they said, well, what the hell is an atom made out of? Because it used to be atom, the word means uncuttable. And then they found, well, they could cut it and they could open up, and there was a little solar system, nucleus and electrons running around with different smaller particles, protons, neutrons, etc. But quantum physics came into reality when they said, what the hell is a proton made out of, a neutron or electron? And they looked inside, nothing physical. It's all energy. All atoms are energy. Everything made out of atoms are energy. And we have an illusion that we live in matter. Okay. Well, the relevance about this in quantum physics is energy. Everything is energy. All of us are connected together in this energy. There's no border to an energy that says energy stops here and something starts over here. Energy is mixed. It's like raindrops on a pond. All the ripples are connected. We are connected to energy fields. No two people receive the same identity energy field, which in biology, we refer to the receptors, the antennas that read these energy fields as self-receptors. No two people have the same set of receptors reading an energy field. And I say, what's an energy field? Well, an energy field definition is invisible moving forces that influence the physical world, a field. Mm-hmm. I go, oh, what's the definition of spirit? Invisible moving forces that influence the physical field, the physical realm. I go, oh, well, spirit and field have the same definition. I go, absolutely. And I go, so what's different? I say, we are each receivers of an energy field that no one else receives, because our receptors pick up that vibration and your receptors don't. And no two people share that. So we're each downloading. I say, then who are we? I say, we're not the body. That's the recipient of the field. Simple point. Body's like a television set. The broadcast is the field, or spirit, same word, field or spirit. The broadcast that I pick up is not the same broadcast you guys are picking up, or anybody else in the audience. I'm playing a show on my TV body. So you can say, this is Bruce's TV. And you're now watching the Bruce show on this TV. And I go, significance. This is the whole thing that changed my life. This one point. I go, what does it mean? I say, well, when you're watching a TV and it breaks, we say the TV's dead. And I go, yeah, it is. Is the broadcast still going? Aha! Yes, it is. Get another TV. Tune it to the station. Same show is on. Bodies are TVs. And when embryos are developed, they get a set of self-receptors. If you die and a future embryo has the same set of self-receptors, your broadcast is now playing through a different TV. Does it make a difference, male or female? No, that's a TV. Doesn't make a difference if it's white, brown, black, red, yellow. No, that's a TV. We are not the TVs. We are the broadcast. And I go, oh my God, you can't die. You're not even in here. And so I got to close with this because it was real critical of my thinking moment. Science guy just finding out, oh my God, I'm a spiritual entity. I'm an energy field that's different than you guys having your own energy fields, which makes you different from everybody else. We're all playing our own station. And then I said, I can't die because the field is still there. And it's like, oh man, it was so great, because the fear of death, if you really own this, there is no fear of death because you cannot die. And I bought that right away. Yeah. But then being a science guy, I asked myself a question. What was my question? I said, why have a spirit and a body? Why not just be the spirit? I asked that question, and that led me to understand I have Jewish comedian cells. I said, what do you mean? I asked the question, why have a body and a spirit? Why not just be a spirit? 50 trillion cells answered with a question. I said, why have both? And this is what the cell said. It is so profound, blow your head. Ready? Why have both? And the cells said, Bruce, if you're just a spirit, what does chocolate taste like? Think about that. It's
I thought you were
deep.
going to say matzo ball soup.
It's all deep. It's basically it says this. This is an extension of spirit. It provides things that spirit can't do, like see, smell, taste, feel. What does love feel like? Spirit can't tell you that. That's an energy field. The body translates the chemistry of love into energy, sending it back to source so that we have an experience of what love is about. Very quickly, I know you want to end, but I want to just add this quickly. And that is, we can't go to Mars. You want to know what Mars is like? We send up the Mars rover. It could look like a machine. I go, yeah, but guess what? It's a human. I said, what do you mean? It's got all the receptors, vision, sight, sound, everything. I say, how does it work? I said, there's a guy at NASA. He sends the signals picked up by the antenna. I said, then what? He drives a vehicle around. Then what? The vehicle reads the environment and sends the information back to the guy at NASA. And the guy at NASA has an experience of what it's like to live on Mars. Well, welcome to the Earth rover. Why? Because we're getting a signal from source that drives us around, which creates the life we want to have if we could. That's the download of our spirit. And that once we're into this machine, we move around. And then we move around and we have all the sensations of moving around and all the experience, but we're also creating.
Right.
And this is where Bruce Lipton, non-spiritual guy, wakes up at this moment of time and says, you don't die and go to heaven? You're born into heaven. I said, what do you mean? I say, we're Earth rovers. We're creators. We're creating what the spirit wants and dealing with the environment of this thing. And I say, but if you have a desire to make heaven, that's a creation, then manifest heaven. You can do that. But your programs don't necessarily let us do that. I changed my program. I have been living heaven on earth for 28 years. Why? Got rid of the programs that took away the vision of the beauty of this place. And I want people to understand, if there is a heaven, it's right here. Right here.
Right. It gets us right back to, we could sum it all up in what your title of your book was, Biology of Belief.
That's a good title.
Yep, it's a great title. And it could be the title of our conversation. And it's certainly the title of the television station of Bruce Lipton.
Yeah, this is the Bruce Show. Hope you like it.
I loved it, Bruce. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure, really.
Here's the whole idea is, I hope the people that listen to this start to get a little idea of it, because most of them see life as a struggle, which is a Darwinian belief that we put into the system and then manifest. And I say, if you understand the new understanding of epigenetics and the concept of Lamarck, which is we are in harmony with nature, and if we live in harmony with nature, we are gifted and encouraged by nature. One of the gifts is longevity. If you're really living in harmony, nature says, come on, stay around here. But if you're one of the people that's screwing up nature, it's like, we don't need no stinking humans. You know, when humans are gone, nature replaces itself without us very happily.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Bruce. It's been such an enjoyable, pleasurable hour. It went really fast.
Too fast.
We'll have to do it again.
I would love to. I love working with you guys, because I know collectively what you're doing is creating the consciousness, the knowledge. Knowledge is power. Yeah. And what I try to tell people when I start to lecture, I say, knowledge is power. And everybody goes, yeah. I say, wait, let me say it in a way that might be more relevant. I say, a lack of knowledge is a lack of power.